Welcome to the Bootleg Zones. Super Ninja is back with a bunch of random crap! Yay! This Super Ninja set was originally sold in a DDS discounts for all the dentist shop. Haha, dumb joke. DD's discounts is actually the budget version of Ross. So yeah, in this version of Super Ninja, we only get one actual figure and then a random assortment of crap to go with it. And just like with the other Super Ninja set we looked at, the card back is absolutely stunning. But where the other set had a marking for Sunjade over in the corner, this one instead has JPW International, based out of California, and then Hudson Trading Company. Once again, though, it states it was made in Zhongshan City, Guangdong, China. Might have said some of that wrong. I tried. And you know what I never get tired of? CE, not for 0 to 3, recycle it, made in China. So this set actually comes with some of the accessories that were shown on the card back, but not actually included with the 4-figure pack. But then we also got some full-size garbage, like a mask and some kind of sword thing. So here's the crap pack uncarded. I just destroyed the value. This used to be worth $1, and now it's only worth 50 cents. But hey, look at this. We got another crappy Michelangelo figure. Time for a shocker. Besides a few paint inconsistencies, this is identical to the other Super Ninja Michelangelo figure. But oh boy, a crappy mask. Super Ninja's really spoiled us here, hasn't it? So it's time for everyone's least favorite segment on Bootleg Zones, the one I bring back every few years or so, making the face. Ta-da! Yeah. Did I do it? This is stupid. But I guess we should really make this complete with the crappy sword. Yeah, I'm Raphael with his sword. He uses a sword, right? Because he's the leader of the group. Oh, yeah. Damn! There can only be one Raph. I killed him. Oh! You know how I compared these figures to looking like bad Ninja Turtles Halloween costumes? I'm so glad they gave us the option to actually dress like that with this mask. Wait a second, the sword sheath also has like a handle on it for you to like pretend this is a gun, I guess? So yeah, if you're ever looking to cosplay as the generic ninja mold trying to pretend to be a Ninja Turtle, these accessories are a must! The sword sheath is also stamped by the Hudson Trading Company. The sword sheath actually gets fairly tight on the sword if you put it all the way on, so I guess that's fun or something. The sword sheath also has like a clip for you to attach this onto your belt, because you know you'd be super cool walking around with this on your belt. Yeah, I'm a super ninja. What's that? You know, it's a knockoff Ninja Turtle, like one of the worst ones, one that couldn't even be bothered to rip off a Ninja Turtle mold. Oh, yeah. Cool, man. Yeah, but the sword is also a gun. Super Ninja. So yeah, here's the motorcycle and the crappy figure, but we already know those. They're old news. One of the most important additions to this set is those crappy Wolverine claws that have come with other ripoffs of this generic ninja mold. So yeah, now Super Ninja Michelangelo is a part of Wolverine and the X-Men. But look, we also got that crappy helmet to put on him. Now this is truly complete. Doesn't this stupid figure now just scream Ninja Turtles to you? What is this? You've betrayed us all, Super Ninja Mikey! Ah! There is one last new accessory that came in this set. The Shuriken. Yay. I looked up some other things put out by JPW International, and you'll be shocked and amazed by this. More generic ninja mold figures for some super wrestling. Yeah, if you get tired of super ninja, you can super wrestle, I guess. If you want to tone it down though, you can do some normal wrestling with chainsaws. Back to super though with super boxing, starring Pebbly Balboa himself. But JPW International's crowning achievement has to be those generic cheap plastic animal packs. And look, you can get turtles that actually look like turtles. Kind of funny though, we had two companies release these knockoff, not really turtles under the exact same branding. Maybe one ripped off the other, or they're actually the same company. These exact same knockoff figures were released again too under Turtle Power from the company Lollipop.
What the garbage have you done to yourself, Mikey?
I am now the ultimate ninja. However, I cannot see what the hell I am doing.
Sight is not important, my non-brother. You must unlearn what you have learned.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Now, Mikey's reign of terror shall begin. Oh no, a giant sword! Oh, why? But we're so lovable. Who would have done this to us?
Ha 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 ha! Ain't I a stinker? I made a funny, and you guys have sung I Hate Splinter for the last time!
Oh yeah? Well, you screwed up, Splinter, because there was an extra Mikey!
Oh no, an extra Mikey. What will I do besides lightly touch him and he will fall over dead? That boy was our last hope. No, Raph. There is another.
Ha ha! I am the last hope!
Oh, well, I guess it's really over this time. No! There is another! Oh, you have got to be shitting me! Enough of this crappy generic ninja mold! Now, let this be my final lesson to you. Stop pretending you are Ninja Turtles! You're not very good at it!
Oh yeah? What if we wore a crappy—
No!
What's that smell? Oh, it's Hercules.
Much like with the shows, the Hercules toy line was done kind of as a test run to make the superior Xena toy line later on.
That is true.
Alright, we don't actually hate Hercules.
Yeah, it was a good show, like Xena. It was a different kind of show, less serious, and decidedly not as good, but it doesn't make it a bad show.
Plus, it had way more Salmonius than Xena.
What's that smell? Oh, it's Salmonius.
Salmonius, the greatest Hercules and Xena character.
I gotta point this out, like, look how stacked he is. Like, if you've never seen the show, he's not a fighter or anything. Like, he's comic relief, kind of doughy old guy. And they make him stacked, like he's some sort of, like, fucking Titan warrior.
Yeah, I assume it'll be better once we put the robe on him, because then it won't look like it's muscle and you can just assume he's fat.
They get his face pretty well, though. He does kind of have this Joker smile going on a lot of the times.
Yeah, it seems like some of the later ones get the face details better than the earlier ones.
Yeah, ones that have the little blue label there seem to be some of the later releases that have better detail. Hey, remember how Aeolus and Hercules were the same height and the same build?
Yeah, exactly. And remember how Aeolus painted on his pendant?
Mm-hmm. And remember how Hercules just tore through people with this fucking mace contraption? And remember how he used a sword?
Yeah, his classic sword. I like that his gauntlets come off, because remember when he ever took his gauntlets off in the show?
In a messed up take.
In one messed up FX take.
Yeah. I like how Aeolus has a katana of some sort, like he always used.
He got it in the East.
They never went to the East.
Yeah.
That was a Xena thing.
Aeolus said he learned his fighting techniques in the East.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh. But he never used a katana. Did he say he learned it in the East?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he knows more about Hercules than me.
I remember, apparently.
I remember when he was one of the 3 wise men.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he learned how to use a katana. Take that
of
Jesus
now
guy
it makes
out.
sense, yeah. Baby Jesus taught Aeolus how to use the katana. Deleted scene.
What are we making up? You don't know. Some of it's true.
Hey, remember when Xena put on her warrior disguise?
It was technically a disguise for the audience.
Yeah, because she's not really a warrior. Let me go in disguise as a warrior.
No, that was her regular outfit she wore, and then she's like, la la la, I'm a normal person. And then all her dudes attacked her, because that's... On Xena and Hercules, that's the thing. Like, if you're a badass warrior, you get your fledglings to attack you, and then you kick their asses, so they're ready for battle. And then you go, pathetic.
Pathetic. Also, Xena's numbered her giant arrows 2 and 3. I guess she already shot 1, it's lost.
She doesn't give a fig.
She's selfish to the bone.
You could put the chakram on as a ring. It's a little bonus for the girls.
Oh, did this ever happen?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think if he ever did use the bow for anything. Well, he's carrying a spear in that one.
Yeah.
Look at that, that's the only one. Like, that's the new release
Those are
ones.
the later ones, yeah. And they changed the picture to where he looks fucking pissed with that spear.
Yeah,
and
these
I
must
don't
have
think
just been...
either of those actually happened, right?
Yeah, they must have just been promo shots. They have a lot of promo shots of characters like Xena and Hercules where they're clearly just like, they were testing things out that don't really happen. Like the Xena ones, they have lots of different kinds of armor and hairstyles that you didn't really use.
Speaking of...
This picture over here was clearly one of the early promo things when they were pitching a show for Xena and they'd used her on Hercules, but they were modifying the armor slightly. So it's not quite like it was on the actual Hercules episodes, but it's not like it was on Xena. Like, she doesn't have her shoulder pads.
Yeah, her giant shoulder pads from Hercules.
Yeah, she had like the giant ones.
She doesn't really have the Xena bangs going yet.
Yeah, she sort of side parted them a bit. I think maybe they were just sort of messy. But she didn't like pull her hair back like she did.
Well, it's kind of like the hair is on the figure.
She's got the chainmail on the gauntlets, and the gauntlets and the arm things are not quite the same. The boobs have the little armor thing around it, the little spirally thing that she used to do.
I like how part of this kind of sounds like the Xena intro, but then it's just wildly inaccurate.
Well, I think most of it's just sort of like, word it slightly differently to sound better, but then there's like a princess by birth. Which is not, like, if you haven't seen the show, she's not literally a princess. Like, they just called her the warrior princess. But according to this, apparently she is a princess by birth.
Yeah, I love that. It's just like, nothing will stand in the way of truth and justice, or, just her trying to get redemption.
I guess the truth and justice goes in there, but
it's
sort of like wording
too much
it
like Superman, Batman kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely trying to spin it, maybe make it more like Hercules, like, she was an evil warlord and then she wants redemption. Mm-hmm. Apparently she just arose from the chaos. Yeah. Princess.
She's a princess by birth.
She's Wonder Woman, really.
Yeah.
She's Princess Diana. Xena Woman! on?
So of all the figures we have here, Xena is the only one with a promo picture on the back. It seems to be because she's a middle release, where Hercules is like one of the first line, then Salmonius is later on, plus it's Salmonius, so who cares?
With incredible strength and perfect aim, Hercules thrusts his spear at his most dangerous foes, monsters such as Cerberus, the three-headed dog, or Hera's deadly serpent-like Hydra. With lethal speed, Hercules swings his mace ball to protect his friends from a deadly, violent attack. His mace ball.
That's my favorite Hercules weapon, his mace ball.
Okay, first of all, they made it a point. Iolaus is like, Hercules, you never use a weapon. Even though he always just, jacks stuff from where he's at to, use it.
Sometimes he picks stuff up. Sometimes he killed people in the early, movies and early episodes. Then all of a sudden he's all, I'll never kill anyone.
Yeah, they would always just kill themselves somehow because they were stupid. Yeah. But, he never used a weapon. This mace ball thing, I don't know what that is. He never used a spear like that.
Well, he gets a lot of weapons on these figures.
Look at all those things he totally used on the show.
Yeah, especially his Herculean assault blades. I wish the fuck he used that in the show at one point. I've heard enough. Iolaus, get me my Herculean assault blades. Tears up a town. And Salmonius just looks out the window. Oh shit! As Hercules is tearing the building he's in apart with Herculean assault blades.
He thrusts his deadly spear at his enemies like Cerberus. Dun, dun, dun. Except they didn't. Because in the episode,
he befriended Cerberus.
He befriended him because everyone else was attacking him, and he's just like, yeah, whatever. Hey, Cerberus, what's up? We cool. I'm paraphrasing a bit. That's kind of like the opposite message of the Hercules show, really. The action figures, fight everything.
Yeah, Hercules will kill everyone. Especially with his electronic battle sword. He doesn't have any weapons, so we'll just pretend he uses a sword and sell that to kids.
We saw one character using this sword on screen.
During an outtake, someone actually has one of these swords and is swinging it around, making the noises.
It's far more exciting than anything Hercules did.
Oh, half man, half god. Oh, hero, be a hero, collect them all.
Be a hero, collect all these action figures. Give us money, be a hero.
Salmonius is the most fearsome warrior, even more powerful than Hercules. He can crush boulders with his giant muscles.
That's not what it says!
Oh, is that why I'm not showing the description as I'm reading it? Oh, yeah.
Look how weird the hilt of the sword is. What would you possibly be able to use that for?
It looks like you wouldn't be able to fit your hand in there comfortably to use it.
Yeah, I mean, this sword was never on the show. I don't know what just some random logo sword they made. The Hydra was in the show. So, one of the things you gotta know about Hercules was, from the beginning, pretty much, they had planned to make action figures. They basically made characters so they could make action figures of them. Which leads to weird things like, Ares here.
Yeah, from that one episode of Hercules.
Yeah.
You probably remember the Kevin Smith version, but no, this is Ares. This is the toy you want.
He was the big dumb version, because way early on they kind of decided that they weren't going to show the gods, so for a while they avoided it a lot.
Even though they'd shown Zeus already.
Yeah, they'd shown Zeus already, but they avoided a lot of them, and so Ares would just show up as a skull on the moon.
Hera would just be the eyes in the sky with the peacock thing going on.
Yeah, Ares would he'd possess people, he'd have a big
liquid Ares.
Yeah, he'd have a blood fountain, and if they drank it he could possess them. So he never showed up. He didn't show up in Hercules until third season or something.
Yeah, he showed up on Xena before Hercules.
Yeah, I mean as Kevin Smith.
He was Red Brown on Hercules.
Yeah, he was Red Brown once. So yeah, no one really thought that was a good idea, but basically the only reason that happened is because they wanted to make an action figure of it, and they had the centaurs and other things.
And this guy was way bigger even, so it's kind of funny when you're gonna put this beside Hercules.
Yeah, because he was a giant in the episode.
My favorite character, Centaur, gets the big horse kick. What a cool weapon.
You know why they didn't give him a name? Because they all look alike. Racism. I'm sorry.
We're gonna learn a lesson about the centaurs and then murder them all in the future! Oh, Xena.
So this was from the episode Mount Olympus Games, where
They invent the Olympics.
They invent the Olympics, and it's pretty generic. I wouldn't call it like a groundbreaking episode of Hercules, but apparently it was important enough that they made a set out of it.
And just another one of those episodes where it's like, oh look, your hero created this! Oh,
Yeah.
random explosion, Stonehenge.
They did that a lot on Hercules. Like, they did it on Xena too, but Hercules, like, it seemed like they did a lot more where it was like, look, he invented basketball. Look, he invented the high five. They got this character here, Atalanta, from the games, which, he's from the Olympic Games too. I guess they're all from Mount Olympus Games.
Yeah, just where stupid things turn to orcs near the end.
Yeah. They had that little guy in there too, didn't they?
Yeah, it was
They
like
killed
they're
his
all
ass.
about having peace, and then they just blow the shit out of some people near the end. It's like, oh, they're orcs, blow them the fuck up.
Yeah. Atalanta was particularly known on Hercules for ass, mostly.
Yeah.
Ass and boobs. Like, she
Her
had...
butt floss.
Yeah, she was like, she was a blacksmith, and it was this bodybuilder lady who played her, and it was basically just as little costume as possible, and they changed it later, so there was like less ass hanging out. And I guess it makes more sense knowing that, Hercules, a lot of the time it was, let's just make a bunch of action figures, and Xena didn't have as many because they weren't as focused on that.
Yeah,
but
you know
they
what
had
the
better...
crime is? It's like, she gets an action figure, and Joxer in the Xena series doesn't.
Yeah, Joxer never got an action figure, Ted Raimi's character, so, like, important characters from there... Yeah, like, a lot of the Xena characters, there's not action figures. They have a handful of them, and they're well done. I mean, they have some tall Barbie-like ones that have a lot of detail in them, but they weren't as focused on just make a bunch of action figures and sell them. Oh no, Drag Queen Listo!
Yeah, I love how they never focused on making random action figures in the Xena line.
Look, that was from a Hercules episode. You can blame that one on Hercules.
Yeah, but it's in the Xena line.
Fuck is that about? Though the faces are a lot different, but they're a lot better done for these ones.
Yeah, it is a shame that the normal costume versions don't have as accurate of faces.
And there's no Joxer.
We get Xena from an alternate universe in Hercules in the Xena line, but no Joxer.
Should have been Salmonius too.
Yeah, your favorite, and then he'll be Muscles McGee.
He'll be stacked.
Yeah. All right, let's sing the Hercules theme song. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 Hercules. So naturally, first up I want to talk about one of the most important characters, She-Demon, and she comes with Orestes!
She is pissed about it too.
Xena can't stand it.
It's because it's her dad.
No, Daddy Orestes! Why are there so many characters in this show called Orestes?
Maybe it was my king cousin Orestes.
Oh! Orestes! Orestes!
The lone survivor, Salmonius.
Alright, some of the joints on these guys are really stiff. Like, I cannot move Aeolus' head without it feeling like it's going to break. And the Olympic Games Hercules here, he's got joints in the knees, and I tried to move this one, and oh, what do you know? Hey, Aeolus, I'm the biggest hero in the universe because I'm Oh, looks like Xena can kill God's Hercules.
Hey, Aeolus, why don't we make out?
We're the dying couple.
Oh, we're dead.
Xena, bring me the revolving door. I'm not helping you anymore. Help me, Aeolus.
Salmonius, Salmonius, Salmonius.
Versus Ares.
I'm a little angel. So some of these actions, like, they don't work or they're really stiff. I don't know how well they worked originally, but like this one, there's a button on the back here. And and the tail is spring-loaded. You're supposed to snap it back, and then it says on the back of the box, press button. Well, it doesn't do anything. The button barely moves at all, which is kind of hard to convey here, but I mean, you're better off just kind of flipping it yourself and trying to play with it that way.
I do love how different both these Hercules look. The pants look nicer on this one, despite the breaking legs.
He kind of looks like a really pale, sickly version of him, though, because the skin tones.
Yeah, he is way lighter.
But this one looks way dopier, too.
Which is pretty accurate for Hercules.
I think they added the most important thing to the new one, though.
Saddlebags.
Saddlebags. And nipples! Dun, dun, dun.
That's why he has a vest. To hide that he doesn't really have nipples.
What a freak! I'm the best.
Big horse kick! So anyway, Centaur does big horse kick, which is done like this. Look. You want a carrot, you fucking prick? I put trust in the centaurs and you broke it! Save me, Zeus! I'll kill you later! And here's Hercules' great move via his back button. Another good job by Hercules.
Now for the sexy salmonious dressing scene.
Time to fatten that bastard up. No more of this fucking muscles shit. Fuck you, Salmonius. Get your fat robe on. I'm Salmonius! Oh, I spend the rest of my days in jail! By the way, that's really how Salmonius' story ends. He goes to jail. Hey, did you hear Salmonius went to jail forever? What? Hercules, you gotta save me! Nope. Twilight of the gods! Hey, Hercules, I don't care about Salmonius at all! Good way to hold us worth it. So apparently this isn't Xena's warrior disguise, it's her peasant disguise.
It's warrior disguise apparently comes with her in a civilian disguise. That's what the back of it says, civilian disguise, but that's her gimmick. She can take off her clothes.
But now it's time for the sexy switching of clothes episode. Xena, we're gonna switch clothes immediately.
Hey, I'm in my warrior outfit. But
what an accident! Salmonius!
I win again.
Salmonius, warrior princess.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, you! Oh! Only Xena can throw the chakram.
We learned that.
So the Ares figure has no moving gimmick or anything, just he can switch what blade he has in his other arm with a bigger one. Whoa, what a gimmick. Detachable blades of war. It's hard to even try to figure out most of this face. I like the little beady red eyes he's got. Is that a mouth? It's like beaver teeth. I don't know what the hell this is.
Yeah, is it a mouth?
Yeah.
What the shit is that? Because in the episode, it's just a black face with red eyes that are glowing. You don't really see the face.
Yeah, maybe they should have just kept this whole area black so that it's like these are glowing from it instead of seeing this weird yellow skin. I do like, though, that he kind of looks like a Mega Man character with the big feet, and they kind of look like, they're robotic. And if you remove his blade, it's kind of like he's got one of those arm cannons. I'm Ares, Mega Man enemy of war!
So you might notice a difference between the two of these figures. This is beard connector Ares. This is what Ares normally looks like, is with the beard connectors. That's what Ares looked like once, and they never revisited because it was stupid.
And they've kind of got the two heights mixed up here. They didn't make like a 5-inch Ares figure in the Xena line either, which is kind of strange. It's only the bigger version.
He is stacked. Look at that. He is busty.
He's also Farmer Ares now.
Not sexy enough.
But I did Liquid Ares once.
Oh, and I suppose you appeared on the moon as a skull too, didn't you?
Yeah, that was gonna be our thing until you said, "Oh, I'll just appear on Xena."
That was just stupid. Go to your room and think about what you've done.
Oh, looks like this is the end of Hercules, where you run away and take your clothes off.
That was a good series finale, wasn't it?
Well, brother, looks like we have to fight again.
Oh yeah.
Me next! I'm Sylvania's god of war! Aeolus comes with his trusty back catapult that you'll absolutely remember from nothing whatsoever. He's just got 2 big scoops.
That's so he can get 2 scoops of raisins.
Yeah, and these don't snap back or anything, you just pull them back to shoot. So let's try to hit Centaur with them. Oops. Yeah! I was saying a more appropriate accessory for Aeolus to come with would be a revolving door to the afterlife, because, you know, he dies, we counted like 5 times in the series.
Yeah, at least 5.
So when he goes to Hades, it's like, hey, Aeolus just passing through, yep, alive again.
That is literally the least useful catapult he could have had.
Like, seriously, Aeolus didn't need stupid bat catapult. His fighting style was way more interesting than Hercules anyway. I always liked the way he, did the back kicks and stuff that he learned in the East. So yeah, Aeolus cannot possibly hold this katana in either hands, because, well, that one's too big. And then this one he's, like, pointing with, there's no way to fit that in between his thumb there.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. I can make him hold it like this, maybe.
I don't think.
There we
there
go.
you go.
Yeah, look. Now they're perfect.
Alright, so one of the trademark things from Aeolus is he wears this Maori necklace, which will be familiar to people that live in New Zealand. But anyway, it looks nothing like that on the show. I mean, it might as well have just been drawn on with Sharpie on this thing. I mean, it's all crookedy and, like, wearing off. It doesn't look like an actual thing he's wearing. It just looks like a bad tattoo or something. So
apparently stupid Discus Hercules holds his discus upside down, so that's the only way to get in his stupid hand with his fucking leg that falls off. I don't know. Did Hercules do any discus crap in that Olympics one?
I want to say he did, yeah. Didn't that was when his mom was getting married, and then, like, the guy messed him up?
Maybe.
Worth it!
Wow, yeah, it's really annoying to get the discus in his hand, and it doesn't help at all either when his leg's falling off too.
Hold your fucking disc!
There he goes, and look, leg fell off again. Guess Ares wins. Stupid Ares! Bros before hoes, like Daddy Zeus always said before he grew a beard. So something that actually shoots the discs way better than Hercules is his little
tubbo discs.
Yeah, tubbo discs. Put another one in. See if we can actually hit him. Salmonius comes with a little Olympic crown thing, because you're saying it's part of his scheme?
It's part of his scheme, or whatever thing he was trying to sell that episode, like the olive branch thing with the Olympics, something like that.
You might notice that his arms are 2 very different shades of peach there, so that looks perfect. It's because his gimmick is supposed to be that he's got a switch in the back to, like, light up this Olympic torch. But of course, that's died some time ago, so all he can do is hold a stupid torch and be a fat bastard. Salmonius also comes with a staff he never used and a knife. Guess it's to go in here, because, concealed Salmonius. You never see it coming. I'm going to set fire to the centaurs! It's a trick, he's got a knife! Oh, I'm so stupid! One of the things I love about the centaur figure is he's just named Centaur. Like, I guess he could be any centaur.
They all look alike, am I right?
Oh, she said it again! I mean, I guess you could say this is that fucking jackass one who's in the intro for Forever who worked at Hercules' barn.
I mean,
And then he tried to steal his wife.
jokes aside, that's pretty much all the centaurs could be interchangeable on Hercules. It's the same thing. It's like, all of them are misunderstood except one who is actually a jackass who is trying to steal some woman because of unrequited love.
Except the one who trained Hercules. He was the only, like, kind of nice guy one on Hercules.
Yeah, the rest of them were kind of like, we are going to hurt people
We
because
got
they
a
don't
chip
like
on
us.
our shoulders.
Urgh.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, you guys need to learn understanding. Okay. And then Xena killed them all.
No, she didn't.
The show, I mean, not Xena herself. The show, though. In the future, they killed off, like, all the centaurs.
And all the Amazons. It's great.
Yes. So Xena comes with a bow and arrow. It's for, the unshown scene after Salmonius is sent to jail forever near the end of Hercules and Xena. And this is his execution. By the way, like, the arrows and stuff are just, like, interchanged throughout these toys to either be a spear or an arrow. Let's hunt some Salmonius. Xena and her bow and arrow, remember that?
If there was like a notch for it.
Yeah, that would really help.
There we go. We got it.
Oh, Xena can fly. Here's the gimmicks for the Hercules figure. First, he's got his mace thing, which all it says to do is to twist, and it defends against enemy attack. Sure. Just clicks both ways. Doesn't really do much of anything. And then he's got his sword, which maybe he'd pick up once in a while. Someone dropped a sword, which will barely go in his hand very well. And then this button for his jerk-off motion is to use his sword. Whoa!
Yes, they come with a lot of accessories and have interesting gimmicks. Even though some of it makes no sense, you can tell they put thought into their figures for this show.
What's that smell? I'm sorry. It's one of these things, it's not gonna be as funny later. Okay. What's that smell? I'm stupid.
Watching, and we'll see you in the morning. MAGA.